What's up guys, Tyler here from Spork Motorsports. In this episode we start to take apart the old motor. We got some great news. We'll show you now what that is. Alright guys, in this episode we are getting ready to put the JDM EJ205 in. If you're interested on how to do the swap and what you need to swap over from the US to the Japanese motor and put the Japanese motor in the US car, this is the episode for you. And this is the start of a series we're working on to get this JDM EJ205 into the WRX Subaru wagon that we're working on. Guys, this episode is proudly sponsored by JDM Engine Pros. And I got some free stickers. The first 10 people to comment below and send me a DM on my Instagram, Spork Motorsports, I'll send you some free stickers from JDM Engine Pro. So I'm proud to have them as the sponsor for this build. They hooked us up with a really nice JDM EJ205. So make sure you go on, check out the eBay site. They're always selling Japanese imports, parts, pizzas, motors, you name it, they can get it for you. They're based out of California, and I've been working with Jonathan. He's been an awesome guy, helping me out, getting a good motor for us, getting us ready to set it up. So links are going to be in the description below. Check out their site, check out their Instagram they just got going, and check out all their stuff on their eBay store. Alright guys, as you can tell, the Japanese motor is pretty bare. So we're going to slide over the US motor, give you an idea of what is missing off the long block and what we really have to put onto that block. So we're going to get it over there, give you a review, and Adam needs to suck it up and be a man and push it. Come on! As you guys can see, there's a little more on this one than that one. So that motor is a little bare compared. So all the stuff, all the accessories, everything we need, we're going to keep AC, we're keeping the power steering. We just got to get all of that over to that one. So we're going to work on doing a breakdown on this motor right now and see how far we get, and then see what we can do to transfer everything over there. And that one, before we get everything onto it, we're doing the timing, the water pump, and we'll show you what we need to take off of this one, pulley-wise, the cam and the crank sensors and the two sprockets from the US model, and put them onto the Japanese model.
First, we took off the alternator, had 3 bolts, took off the belt. Ready to go.
Alright guys, this is what happens when you have too much torque. You blow off the ends of your extensions. So we're working on taking off the top manifold and the hoses, kind of get the everything, vacuum lines and stuff out of the way, and brackets. Because there's a bolt right behind the pulley on the back side underneath that, and our little extensions could work, but we broke them. So that's just the name of the game when it comes to it. Blown up stuff. So we're gonna get back to taking off top of the stuff and going from there. Donut built. Always time for a delicious donut break with greasy fingers. That's my wife in the background yelling yes. And right now we're working on taking all the little bolts off around the upper intake. There's 5 bazillion of them. 12 millimeter is your friend. So have a good 12 millimeter in every size. And then of course the good old standard 10 mil coming in handy on the odd and end stuff. All right, we've been fighting all the hoses, fighting the fuel rail clips, trying to disconnect all electronics, disconnect all the different vacuums and fuel lines connected to everything. We got all the bolts out of the intake manifold. It's really loose now, but we're just disconnecting the rest of the hoses and everything to try to get the be able to lift the whole thing out of the car.
This one's so nasty.
That should be done.
Yep, it is.
Just that.
You almost didn't have to take all the bells. Made it all free up so you can move it to take stuff out. Oh, it's getting gas on me. It's got gas in it.
Victorious. Japan. Alright guys, there's progress. We definitely already see differences with the coolant system here. That hose there. You can see they're much bigger. This one doesn't come off the back side here. They all go up and split up top there. So that's definitely something we'll have to change. Even the PCV valve, it's different from the USDM. So we know that's going to change. I know we have to use the upper intake off of the US model. This tube looks to be the same. For the coolant, that hose across the top looks to be the same. And the turbo seems to be good. There's no real shaft play or nothing. It is the TD04L setup, factory stuff. So we're going to work on finish taking off kind of the top of the turbo, the power steering pump, the AC compressor, and then giving everything an overlook. Don't have to start taking off the front to take off the crank pulley over there and the pulley here, because the US sensors are different from the JDM ones, so we'll have to swap those over as well. But there's progress and things are going good.
Good enough. 14 bigger.
Look how clean this one is. Look how nasty this one is. There's like broken clips and chunks and old junk and
instead. I got a little turbo.
Alright guys, so we got most of the components off as you can see. We're just going to finish up with taking off the cover. See what it's going to take to get these pulleys off. Then take off the tubing right here and the tubing up here. And so we're going to work on taking off the US stuff because we know it's different from the Japanese. So once we start working on that motor, we'll show you what here and how it's going to fit on there. So let's finish taking it apart and work on getting this fully disassembled. Make sure we're good to go. When we have any other issues, we can order parts, get it sorted. We do have an Excetti clutch and an ACT flywheel, which we pulled off of it, which is good. So it has been changed and been upgraded back in the day. So that's a plus. So we'll just continue on with this stuff. Alright guys, we got most everything off. I got the important pulley there, the coolant stuff here, the coolant stuff off. Still have to drop the exhaust, and it looks like this one has an oil cooler. So I know that's a difference, but that's pretty much done. It all needs to go into that one next. As you see, we broke some plastic. We had some hackery going on here, unfortunately. It was really hard to get those off. We put a hole in the plastic to stick a bar through to hold it on the motor so that we can get that pulley off. So yeah, there's the update for you. We got stuff done and pulled off. And next episode we'll work on getting it all onto the other motor. So just do the reverse. And we'll go in detail what we're switching out and why. Alright guys, thanks for tuning into this episode of Spork Motorsports. We got a lot done. There was a lot that was happening. 12 millimeters, your best friend. We definitely see differences between the two motors. So next episode we'll go over the differences to help you out. We'll show you what we're going to have to switch over from the US model to the Japanese model to make it work. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Comment below if you have any questions or if there's anything we can help you with. Or if you just want to say hi, make sure you hit those thumbs up and you subscribe to the channel. There's way more to come on the build. The engine part is a big part, doing the swap. I got some goodies and upgrades coming, and hopefully they'll show up soon. We'll be able to get those onto the car after the motor gets in. Everything we took off, put it on this motor, and get this motor ready to put into the car. So thanks again for supporting us. Make sure you check out JDM Engine Pro. The links are in the comments below. If you have any of your Japanese imported needs, man, they're awesome. And they've really helped us out here, getting us a good motor to start with. And they can help you out too, so make sure you check that out. Continue to watch videos of builds that we've been working on and things we got going on. Till next time.